Thank you for joining us here on Spotlight New Jersey. I'm Della Cruz. Question: if you're a student, are you ready for work? If not, we're going to help you out today with a special program by that same name. It's based at Westside High School in Newark. Students and staff were kind enough to share this video about the program in their own words.
My experience working with the Are You Ready for Work students has been probably one of the most fulfilling experiences for me. It was an opportunity to engage the students as an instructor in the classroom, but it was also an experience, an opportunity for me to learn from the students. The students that participated in the program are from Westside High School, predominantly in the West Ward of Newark. And many of them have varied experiences from single-parent households to two-parent households to being foster children, as well as being raised by their grandparents. And all of those varied experiences help make them who they are. So when we get them, there's unique characteristics in all of them.
As a teacher, what I found is a lot of high school students, they don't have direction. They really don't know what they want. They've been taught as a young man that maybe I want to be a doctor, maybe I want to be a lawyer, but they really have no idea what it's really like. And this program, you know, with the work component, with the career exploration, which is a unit that I taught, this program allows them to actually see what it's like, to go out in the field and see, hey, you know what, being a doctor, you know, it's hard work. Or being a doctor is not always like the TV type of doctor. So they get that real world experience.
From this program, I learned that I am a leader and that I am capable of doing things, like if I pursue them. And I also learned that there are people outside my family who really care about me, and that if I really try my hardest, I can achieve like anything.
I would definitely recommend this program to high school students because the things it did for me, it was just so good. And I think that all high school students in Newark should just get this exposure to all the opportunities I got. And you don't have to basically settle for anything. It's more things outside of just Newark, the things that we see every day. Of course, we got to see Rutgers and how beautiful it was, but in the classroom in Richmond, we did stuff like go and see other colleges and careers and stuff, so you just don't have to settle. For years, I always wanted to be a doctor, but during the experience with the Are You Ready program, I was originally placed at a work site and in a doctor's office, and I really didn't like it. I realized that it wasn't really for me, something that I wanted to go into. So I was placed in a classroom in Richmond, and it was just a better experience for me. I learned a lot. I did a lot of research, and I just got a lot of exposure to different things I never really would have got exposed to or took the time out to go and look at.
I will most definitely recommend the Are You Ready for Work program to other high school students. One, because it's an awesome program. You could really benefit from it a lot. From the etiquette classes to the work experience, it's just so much to learn, and you meet so many people.
Through this program, Are You Ready to Work, I see a difference in my daughter as far as her responsibilities, the initiative of doing different things. And at first she didn't want to go to college. Now she wants to go to college through this program by the encouragement of the staff, and I'm really proud of her. And I see a whole lot coming forth through this program. And yes, I have tried to recommend it, but they don't have it in other schools. And that bothered me because I think it should be expanded.
It was great. He enjoyed coming every day. He liked the experience, and he liked communicating with people. He learned a lot of skills as he goes. He really likes to come back the following year to try to improve more to his status and to the program, because Are You Ready for Work gives time to the kids. Are You Ready program is good for the kids, and I would recommend it to any parent who have children is coming into the corporate world. They do a terrific job to the kids. Excellent. I say excellent.
And we'll talk more about Are You Ready for Work next. Today we are talking about the Are You Ready for Work program based at Westside High School in Newark. Leslie is the program coordinator for Are You Ready for Work. Diane Hill is director of the department and instructor in the program. Ladies, it's good to have both of you with us.
Thank you. Wonderful to be here.
Now tell me all about this program, how it got started, and its mission.
Oh, Are You Ready for Work program is a new initiative, and it's a partnership with the MCJ Foundation, the City of Newark, and Rutgers University.
Hence the RU.
The RU. And one of the things that we do at Rutgers that we wanted to do was to be involved with the community, and civic engagement is one of our missions, and that's really a big thrust at the Newark campus. And being involved with the youth in the city of Newark is something that we thought about and that we said that we wanted to work and help out with. So this design and this model is about not just an employment readiness, but it's also about capacity building, looking at the program itself, seeing what works, what doesn't work, and seeing how we could develop a model that would work maybe even throughout the whole city of Newark.
That's a good plan. Leslie, how exactly does the program get the students ready for work?
We do a variety of things with the students. We do job readiness training, we do mock interviews with the students. We just put them in everyday situations to really prepare them for what is out there, what we know to be out there, and the students simply, imagine what the real work experience is like. But we use our experience and put those in situations to help prepare them.
So what they're studying is put into practical application, so it's a reality check.
Absolutely.
So they get a good sense of what's
Absolutely.
out there when they graduate. Now, Diane, this program consists of 2 elements. Break that down for me.
Well, basically the program has what we call a career readiness component, and that component talks to the student itself, and it's about having the student to, as Leslie pointed out, look at different areas of careers, some practical things, but more so we've involved different entities from the university to work with us on looking at how do we improve, how do we take the student and look at them from a holistic perspective. And some of the departments that we've involved is the School of Social Work, for example. The social work department is involved.
Makes sense.
Because we want the social work department to help us with looking at students from a holistic perspective. What are some of the issues? What's wrong? We have the School of Public Policy and Administration, the SPA program involved. And that's involved because we want them to look at the capacity building piece, evaluation, research, what's going on out there? How are we doing with this? Putting an evaluation piece together, because that's important that we know how we're doing, when we're doing it, and if we're doing a good job at it. So those are the 2 basic components that we do, the hands-on piece with the students, but then the capacity building piece that is really designed to work with providers and people that are doing these programs.
And when you use that term holistic as an umbrella term, I gather you want to make these kids well-rounded.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not just about preparing them for the job, but also preparing them for life. So we go over life skills. It's not just the job, but how do you apply it to your everyday life? So that we put them in a variety of mock situations, and we just go with it. We try to have as much fun as we can with the students, but at the end of the day, we want them to walk away with something that has a lasting impression.
Oh, and I bet it does too. How many students are involved in this program? How are they accepted and put into it? What's expected of them?
Well, we have
And how does it work into their regular school day?
We have a total of 60 students from grades 9 through 12. They're accepted into the program based on they have to have a certain GPA, and they need to want to be there. They don't need to come because they've been sent. We want students who are actively pursuing a better route for themselves. The program takes place after school from 3 to 4:30, and in the summer we have different hours, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So our students, it's a year-round program, so our students start out with us in the spring and continue the year round.
And I think what's important is that there is not any one track for the students. In the summer, there was a two-track component for the students. And we did that because when we say a holistic approach, a comprehensive model, we're talking about knowing what the needs of the students are individually and then being able to group them accordingly. So what we've done is some of the students actually work during the summer experience.
But they love that, making a real paycheck.
And during that work experience time, it provided an opportunity for them to have mentors on site, but it also prepared for them to look at what's really going to be expected of you in a work situation. In addition, those students that weren't at any of the work sites, those other students had had an on-campus experience at Rutgers Newark. So they actually got to see what it's like to come to a college campus, be there every day. And they actually had courses, entrepreneurship course. They had, for those that are interested in business, they had an etiquette course, because you have to
Nice.
learn how to not just eat properly,
But present yourself.
Exactly.
People don't I talk to kids about that today. They don't realize that's important. Exactly.
Exactly. And actually what they were able to do was to actually use those skills in different arenas throughout the program. And we set that up for them so that it's a learning experience throughout the entire summer. Now, originally, we hadn't designed a summer program. Originally, this was an after-school program.
Really?
But when we were in the after-school program, we realized that we needed to have a summer component to keep in touch with the students, to actually prepare them more and give them a more realistic focus on what they need to do.
And keep them busy during those summer days.
Absolutely, absolutely. They stayed on campus with us, and we got to monitor their growth. And as Ms. Hill said, some of the students participated in etiquette classes. It was wonderful to see them apply those skills and network. You know, it was absolutely wonderful to see where they had come in such a short amount of time, to be at a stage where they were so very presentable. And it was just heartwarming.
Leslie, you said something important too, and we know it. Being in the workforce already, networking to get to the next
Absolutely.
level of where you'd like
Absolutely.
to be.
Absolutely. First impressions are very lasting impressions. However, the students needed to know that you look presentable, you certainly have something upstairs.
And you
We
speak
know that.
well.
You speak well, but now take it to the next level. Go and interact. Go and make that impression with a person who's just come into the room. Tell them about yourself. Tell them a little bit about the program, and let's watch your life take off from there.
Ladies, you all are doing a great job with that program. Keep it up. And do come back and talk about it more, okay? I like these
Absolutely.
success stories. I'm at Testimonial. Diane Hill and Leslie. We'll be right back with 2 more people involved with this program. Stay with us. Today we're talking about a special program that prepares students for the job world. Are You Ready for Work is based at Westside High School in Newark. Atiya Muhammad Callaway is a junior at Westside High School. Khalif Ra Al-Hadi is an instructor with the Are You Ready for Work, and it's good to have both of you joining me right now.
Good to be here.
You were so sweet in that testimonial we played earlier. I love the fact we both wanted to be doctors, but we decided, nah, can't live with medicine 24/7.
Yeah.
I like to cover medical stories though, so. Now, Khalif, tell me all about a component of the program called Civic Engagement. What's that about?
Civic engagement is the component that we expose our students to the city in which they reside. We took them on tours. We showed them that there's opportunity for them to be a part of the local society, but there's also preparation that's required. So we gave them a sense of the present, but also a part of what they need to do to prepare for their future.
What number should people call if they're interested in this program?
The program is for Rutgers it's for Westside students. So
Just call the main number at the
call
high
the
school.
main number, yes.
Now, Atiya, you wanted to share an experience you had, a community experience. Go ahead and share that.
We did, like he said, from the civic engagement, we did things from going to schools with disabled, Harmony House, which people who are less fortunate than us. And to me and the other students that I worked with, we learned so many things, and it made us kind of emotional because it made us realize the things that we are fortunate and the things that we have, and the disabled children, they're not that fortunate, they're from things of broken legs and mental disabilities and different things. And it made us a little emotional, and it made us appreciate, and we got a bond with them because they really loved us, because a lot of people don't really go and sit with them and talk to them. So it was a nice bond, and it made us kind of emotional.
I bet that was reciprocal. They appreciated you being there.
Yes.
You all learned a lot from them about not taking life for granted.
Yes.
What made you get involved with this program in the first place?
The program, I heard about it out of school, and I just wanted to get into something. I didn't want to be just home doing anything. So I heard about it. It was from Rutgers, and it was, college life. So I just thought it was going to be an average program, but once I got into it, I really liked the experience.
So you like the fact that you're exposed to the real job world. You also get a taste of college, so you know what you can look forward to.
Yeah.
What do you want to be now?
Well, now out of the career exploration classes and different things that we did, I like leaning towards more psychology, but then kind of social. So I'm kind of battling both.
You
Not
go,
really
girl.
sure.
Khalif, this must make you feel really proud to look at
Yes.
Atia and know this is what the students are getting out of this program.
Absolutely. And a major part of what the program is designed to do is to help our students think, critical thinking skills.
Thank you, Jesus, for the critical thinking. We don't do
Yes.
enough of that with our kids.
Oh, yes. And we find that basically they're dying to be guided. And thank God for Are You Ready for Work? You know, because the staff, the instructors, we all are dedicated to the goal of leading our students, helping them to develop and aspire towards their own dreams. It's their choice.
And you want them to have dreams, as Leslie and Diane said. And you all also lead by example, too.
You better believe it. That's a prerequisite. Oh, yeah. Our executive director will have it no other way. We must be exemplary. And students watch you. You know, so it's not about preaching to them, teaching. It's about walking that walk.
Walking that walk and talking that talk. Atia, do you as students appreciate that about your instructors?
Yes, we really do. We looked up to them like so much because it was different instructors.